Hello YouTube, welcome to the Veedverks Bandit series here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. We got the Renee 250 here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway in Hampton, Georgia. 16 drivers ready to do battle at the 1.5 mile 22-year-old asphalt circuit. So here we go. Just go through our starting lineup. On the front row, we have the 9 of Cody, and alongside him, the 23 of Malenko. Row 2, the 0 of Devin, and the 10 of ATL. Row 3, we've got the 98 of Prattman, and the 2 of Burton, Mafia. Row 4, we got the 38 of Controller, and the 36 of Taco. Row 5, we got the 74 of Spoob, and the 1 of Cracker. Row 6, we've got the 4 of Miz, and the 07 of Fearless Freak. Row 7, we got the 13 of Bud, and a 00 of Smitty. Row 8, we've got the 18 of Corey, and the 51 of Dan. So that is the 16 driver field ready to go, ready to do battle here at Atlanta. Malenko in that 23 car, he starts second. He had a strong showing in the truck race. We'll see if he can bring that performance right back up here, starting in optimal position here at the beginning of this race. We'll see. Warfare also did decent in the truck race. Wasn't up as much as he should have been, but we'll see here from the front row. The green flag is in the air, and Cody leads him down into turn 1, already clear of Malenko. 23 clear of the 0, and now the 0 under attack from the 10 from the 98. And now the 23 of Malenko looking for the race lead. To the inside of the 9 car he goes. That 23 glued to the yellow line, and off of turn 4 Malenko takes over the race lead on the opening lap. Now to the inside goes the 9 car. He gives the 23 the bumper, and up the hill goes Malenko. Contact in the back. Field shuffles and jostles for position behind him. Cody back up front. Now the 10 of Atlanta Braves looking for the second position. 2 lead changes, 2 laps. The 10 hits the yellow line, and up the track he goes. The 2 to his inside, the 23 to his outside. They're almost about to go 4 wide. The 98 backs out of that. And Malenko trying to clear in front of the 10. He does so. The 2 still to his inside. Cody driving away now. Malenko trying to clear the 2 of Mafia. He does so. The 10 of Braves, the 38 of Controller Hog. They're going at it for the 4th position. Up the track goes Controller. Now the 0 of Devin looking for 4th. Spoob now into the 6th position as he's hunting for a top 5. 7th position, he's hunting for a top 5. '74 looking to try to get his fender under the 38. Controller drives it deep into the corner, looking to get to the back bumper. The 0 Spoob with a huge run on the outside. Does he get into the wall? He does. Up front, it's a 3-car breakaway between the 9, the 23, and the 2 car. So Cody, Malenko, and Mafia, your top 3, as they've pulled away from the rest of the field. Braves leads the second group over Devon, Controller, Pratman, Spoob, and Miz. We have a third group being led by the 18 of Corey, 51 of Dandy, 07 of Freak, and the 36 of Taco in that third group. And then further back we got the 13 of Bud and the 00 of Smitty, along with the 1 of Cracker towards the rear of the field. The battle for the 4th position is getting heated here. The 38, a Controller, the 0 of Devon, the 74 of Spoob now into the 6th position as somebody peels off in front of him. And the 2 of Mafia will come to pit lane. The 1 of Cracker is coming as well. So we're expecting pit stops now in the next few laps for the rest of the field. Neither of the top 2 peel off, but a lot of the second group peel off. Here comes the 38 and friends. The 74, the 10, the 51. Back up front, the 9 and the 23 come to pit lane. Malenko takes over the lead with a huge advantage over the 9 as they enter. The 4 of Miz makes his way to pit lane as well. Here comes the 0 and the 98 and the 18 to pit lane. Followed by the 36. Here comes the 07 and the 13 car. As pit stops continue to cycle out here at Atlanta. Malenko right now holding station as the theoretical leader. I believe once he passes this 00, he should be taking over the race lead. Oh, the 00 still on the racetrack, making contact with the 23. The 0's out there logging laps, trying to make it further than everybody else and making contact with the faster cars. Not going to make a lot of friends doing that. See the 00 now peeling off. Here he comes to pit lane. So he should be relinquishing the race lead in about a lap's time. So as we approach the end of this stage, Malenko a huge advantage over the 2 of Mafia, the 9 of Warfare. the 38 of Controller, the 0 of Devin. I'm sorry, the 4 of Miz, not the 0 of Devin. Very similar looking cars. And the 98 of Prattman, your top 6. Here comes the 00 off of pit lane. Pit road is closed. That means we've hit 2 laps to go here in the stage. Malenko soars into turn 3, a huge advantage over second and third place Mafia and Warfare. 1 lap to go here in stage number 1 for Malenko. Rounding turns 3 and 4, a very dominant stage 1 performance, taking over the lead on lap 1, relinquishing it again, but taking it over when it matters most towards the end of stage. Malenko will win stage 1. Looks like it'll be Mafia 2nd, Warfare 3rd, Controller Hog 4th, and Prattman 5th. Those will be the 5 drivers receiving stage points. So, we'll get these guys some 4 fresh tires, full tanks of fuel, we'll line them up double wide, and we'll try this again. Now we got some downtime. Make sure you go to Veedverks.com and use promo code VCOS for discounts on CBD-based products and needs. Show them as much love as they show us. Anyway, we're lined up double wide and ready to go. Green flag is in the air. We're racing once again. Malenko leads the field down to turn number 1. The 2 of Mafia 2 is outside. Much on the next stage. The 9 of Warfare, a huge move to the middle of the racetrack. And Malenko now looking to block 3 lanes. Here comes the 98 of Prattman up the inside. The 98 looking for the race lead, and the 4 into the wall. Prattman takes over the race lead now. And that's the 2nd time after the first lap of a restart the person leading the field to green did not lead the first lap after the green flag. A lot of jostling for position behind him for 3rd on back. The 74 had a huge moment out in front in the middle of the field. Everybody keeps it straight. And then the 36 has huge contact. The 18 of Corey. The 00 makes contact. Everybody's still going in the right direction. The 74 is into the wall. We're still going in the right direction, and around he goes. And it's our first caution of the evening. Racing it back to the start-finish line. The 98 of Prattman leads over Malenko. They're going to be side-by-side to the stripe, but Prattman will lead this caution period. So here we go. The field of 16 heading their way to pit lane now. Our first caution of the night. And it comes in the second stage of our Bandit Series race. Wow. Still can't believe we've gone this long without many incidents. So now we watch the race off of pit lane. And with 16 drivers on pit road, a very full, jam-packed pit lane, this will be fun to watch the race off. The 51 is down and away. Here comes the 10. The 23 goes around across the field. The 4 and the 2, the 07, the 0, the 38, the 36. And Malenko loses a lot of positions due to the AI. Wow, you really feel for him to lose that many spots out of something that's not even at his own fault. Just the AI turned him right across the field on pit lane. He's getting ready to come out in the third position. He will restart 7th. We'll be getting 1 to go this time around as drivers are still coming up to catch the field. So to follow up on the advertisement earlier, if you go to Veedverks.com, they got a huge discount on vaping products right now through November 10th, so make sure you go check that out. So as we approach the restart here, the 51 of Dan will lead the field to green alongside the 10 of Braves. Row 2, we will have the 98 of Prattman, the 4 of Miz. Row 3, we have the 2 of Mafia, the 1 of Cracker in 6th. How about that? The 23 of Malenko in 7th. The 38 of Controller in 8th. The 36 of Taco in 9th. The 13 of Bud Racer in 10th. The 00 of Smitty in 11th. The 18 of Corey in 12th. The 9 of Warfare 13th. The 0 of Devin 14th. The 07 of Freak in 15th, the 74 of Spoob in 16th. But here we go, the field is double wide and ready to go. We're racing once again in the Renee 250. The 98 gets shoved up the track early, and now Mafia looking for second. Dan cleared the field. Looking to the inside goes the 2 of Mafia. Dan trying to break the streak right now. The leader on the restart does not lead the first lap back. Up the track goes Dan. Here comes the 2 of Mafia. A huge run on the inside. And it'll go 3 times in a row on a restart, where the leader on the restart does not lead the first lap around. Now Mafia under heavy attack from Malenko as Dan's volleying up the track. He goes. He's going to lose a lot of spots now. All the way back to outside the top 10. Malenko diving up the inside of the 2 of Mafia. Here comes the 98 of Prattman. The 2 of Mafia almost getting to the outside wall there off of 4. Malenko leads that time. We're going to go on board with the 74 right in the middle of this storm. Back up front we have a 5-car breakaway. It's the 23 to 98, the 2 and the 18. Sorry, 4-car breakaway. I can't count. The 18 diving up the inside of Mafia now for the 3rd position. Corey had a pretty dominating performance in the Truck Series event earlier this evening. And now running into third position, he'll have a chance to challenge for the race lead, which Prattman is doing right now on the 23 of Malenko. On the outside of the 98 car, looking for a run down the backstretch. Malenko clear for the moment. The 18 looking up to the outside now for second. Mafia has a good shot up the middle. And a huge contact in the back of the field. The 0 car gets hard into the outside wall. Caution on the speedway. It's our second caution of the evening for incident. Racing back to the start finish line. Malenko's got it over Prattman, Corey, and Mafia. So here we go. The field of 16 will have another chance to come in, put 4 fresh ones. So the 10 car was on pit lane, so that's Braves, who will get a lap back under this caution period. And the 00 as well. So the 00 of Smitty now takes over the race lead with now 3 laps to go when we go green. If we're going green this time, 3 laps to go in the stage. Who's going to come off of pit lane first? Malenko comes off with 4 fresh tires, followed by the 98. And a whole line of cars. Yep. So we'll let everybody get caught up here before we go back to racing here. We'll be getting 1 to go this time around, and the lone wolf on the racetrack, the 00, will be the only driver not on fresh tires on this restart. Granted, we did not go that long, but everybody behind this 00 will have fresher tires. So it'll be interesting to see a rookie in his debut here in the Bandit series, coming off a 3rd place finish in the Gunman Truck Series race here earlier this evening. We'll see if he can put his skills to the test here on a Stage 2 restart, where the 00 of Smitty will lead the field to the green. To his outside will be the 23 of Malenko. Row 2 to 98, 18. Row 3, the 2 and 4. Row 4, the 13 and the 38. Row 5, the 07. The 07 and the 74 will be your top 10. Everybody else will line up behind them. So here we go. A Stage 2 restart. We're going green with 2 laps to go. The leader's on old tires. It'll be interesting to see if we can get those tires up to speed without spinning them. So here comes the field through the restart zone. Green flag is in the air, and the 00 doesn't go. He completely misses the restart zone and is all the way in the middle of the field. And a rookie mistake from the rookie. So the 23 now takes over the race lead. That's Malenko. Corey to his outside, coming around to 1 lap to go here in stage number 2. And the 00 coming all the way across the racetrack, and around he goes across traffic. The 4 goes for the grass, but it looks like everybody else will be okay. So the 23 Malico, huge defensive run down the backstretch. Now 38 takes the 4 to the inside. Through 3 and 4, Malico trying to hold on for back-to-back stage victories here. Now for turn 4, he will sweep stages 1 and 2. The 38 gets second, the 18 of Corey third, the 4 of Miz comes fourth, and is that the 74 of Spoob in fifth? So, no, Corey will get second, Controller third, Miz fourth, and how about that? Spoob restarts 10th and gets fifth in the stage. What a restart from Spooby. And you hate to see it. The leader of the race forgot how to be the leader. So here we go, we'll go double wide and we'll try this again. The 0 and the 00 will lead the field to the green. We got 3 zeros on the front row. Let's go racing for stage 3. The 10 of Braves up to the second position after he just got the wave around a caution to go. Corey up to the third position. Braves looking for the race lead. 3 and 4 wide in the back of the pack. Braves diving to the inside, and I believe that's the first time the leader has led the first lap around. No, never mind, the 23 did on the last restart. Right at 3 wide for the race lead, the 18 of Corey clears the 10 and the 0 for the race lead, and now Miz in that 4 car up to the second position. Malenko up to third. Here comes Mafia to fourth, and the 10 car is going straight to the back. Cody diving to the inside of the 10 car. Can he get to the inside by 1? The 4 car slides up the track. Malenko, a huge run with momentum up the inside. Now Corey up the track goes the 18 car. Malenko, a huge push from the 2. Corey's got the 4 on his back bumper. Now the 9 to the back bumper of the 2. And we are tandem racing at Atlanta. Malenko getting huge shots from the 2 car up into the race lead, clear of the 18 car. Now Mafia clear to second. Contact in the back. Corey up the track he goes, trying to keep it out of the wall. He's going to lose a lot of spots. Cody up to third. Miz to fourth. And how about that? Taco in the 5th position. The 10 of Braves looking up the inside of the 36 for 5th. And Spoo back into 7th position. Malenko now under attack from the 2 of Mafia. They fan out on the front stretch. And they hold station 1, 2, 3. Now to 74 on the back bumper to 36. Somebody ran out of gas is what I'm hearing. The 00 ran out of gas. Don't know what kind of strategy move that was, but we'll see how it works out for him later, I assume. The 4 of Miz to the inside. He goes 3 wide for second. Cody in the middle. Mafia way up high. Miz sends the 9 up the racetrack into the outside wall he goes. And Mafia back to second. Now Spoob looking to the inside of Warfare. Spoob going to fourth. Cody looking up the inside now to regain the fourth position. Cody sliding up the track, trying to clear the 74. He can't do so just yet. Side by side down the back. Mafia looking to the inside of Malenko for the race lead. Mafia up the track, trying to clear the 23. He does so. Malenko files right in line behind the 2 car. Miz hanging tough in the third position there between 2 tandems. Spoob holding steady 4th. Cody in 5th. Taco in 6th. Mafia sliding up the track. Now Malenko full head of steam. Looking for a way around that 2 car down the back. Trying to get his fender under the 2 car into turn 1. He forces his way to the inside of the 2. Mafia tries to force him back under the under the yellow line. Here comes Miz in that 4 car. Spoob is there as well, joining the lead battle. Malenko trying to clear the 2 of Mafia. Taco trying to take the 5th position away from Warfare. Malenko holding steady as the 74 looks to the inside of the 4, losing a lot of momentum as Miz squeezes him down to the apron. And the 23 relinquishes the race lead, and the battle for the lead heats up now between the 4 and the 74. Or 4 and the 2 car, my bad. Miz, Mafia, Spoob, your top 3. We'll see when drivers peel off here. Here comes the 4, the 2, the 74 to pit lane. The 18 stays out along with the 98 and the 07. The 38, the 00 to... Oh, no, around goes the 00 in front of traffic. He gets the 13 as well. Caution on the speedway. And the 18... is the race leader. The 07 into the wall. Corey right now leading. Can Prattman get the lead? Off of turn 4, Corey will lead the field to the caution. And the 74 saves himself from going a lap down. And there's going to be a lot of cars 1 lap down, at least 8. Yeah, the 0 car. the 0 car will be penalized for pitting too soon. The 0, not the 00. The 0 is down and away. Here comes the lead lap cars down pit lane. And the 13. 0013. And the 74 is now going to be your race leader. He unintentionally stays out. And now the lap down cars come by this, And this caution period gets even worse for these guys. The 9 is on pit road now. And now the 74 coming to pit road. So the 51 the 51 of Dan will take over the race lead, as a caution during pit cycles is a lot of work on the race officials to try to get this field lined up in the correct order. So the 51, the 30, the 51, the 38, the 4, the 23, the so we will take another caution lap as the officials continue to work out the restart order. And now cars are coming in to top off. A lot of cars came in behind. Yeah, a lot of waiver out cars just pitted. Alright. So so the tower has made their call. They will review this post-race. They will dock the drivers who have illegally taken laps back, the laps that they have taken back, and if they follow the rules, they will be scored at where they are. So we will be going green this time by. So we're gonna go green here. What? Alright, so we're going to go one more lap around, and then we'll be going green. No. Taco. Yeah. Taco, you are... Then you are not a lap down. So we're going to be going green this time by. Dan will lead the field to green. Malenko second. Spoob third. Trapman fourth. Braves in fifth. Controller sixth. Corey seventh. And here we go. The field lines up. Double wide to the restart zone. Green flag is in the air. Finally back to racing at Atlanta. 20 to go. Malenko caught snoozing on the restart. Spooby looking for second. So Spoob up to second, but under attack now from the 23 of Malenko. 38 controller also making a huge push for second. He gets into Spoob. Spoob still on the wall, makes contact with the 07. So Dan leading now. Malenko fighting hard to hold on to second with a raging controller hog, Corey, and Prattman behind him. Spoob right now battling warfare for the 6th position. It's a 4-car pack for the second spot battle. Controller to the outside of Malenko now. Now Malenko making a surge back up to the 51 car. Now we have a 5, maybe 6 car battle for this race lead now. Dan has been caught from the car by the cars behind him. Malenko hits the apron going up the track and gets the 18 out of there. Now the 98 of Prattman looking up the inside for second. World Series Game 1 update, Washington now up 5-2. $13 laps to go here in the Renee 250. Dan holding station up front. Malenko, Prattman behind him, second, third. Corey's now gonna regain a charge and try to surge back up with the help of the 2 of Mafia, the 38 of Controller, now making again a 6-car battle for the race lead. Spoob under heavy attack for the 6th position. Here comes the 23 to pit lane. So Malenko opts for fresh tires earlier to try to get an advantage on the rest of the field. Prattman, stay out. The 51's coming in. Looks like the 98's staying out. So now Prattman taking over the race lead. Mafia the 2nd, Controller the 3rd. And Corey now 4th, Miz in 5th. Sliding through the grass goes the 74 and the 9. That's Warfare and Spoob. And now off of turn 2, here comes the 98 and the 2 car. Now Controller, Hog, and Corey take over the race lead as the rest pit. Off of turn 2. Here comes the 38 and the 18 now. And Corey, a huge move on the entry to pit road. He'll get around the 38 of Controller. The 51 of Dan coming up to speed. There goes the 23 of Malenko right by on the outside. That is a battle for position that could theoretically be the battle for the race lead. There goes Malenko to the outside of Prattman and Mafia as they're coming off the pit exit. And I believe the 07 of Freak is your race leader right now. I believe the 10 still has yet to pit. And the 10 comes right off the racing surface in turns 3 and 4. That'll be a pass through on the 10 car. Illegal pit entry. 10 car. And out of 51 of Dan. Takes over the theoretical race lead. This may actually be the actual race lead in a lapse time. That is the race lead now. Freak in second. Malenko trying to find a way around the 07 for in third. Now Freak up the racetrack. Corey a huge right up the inside. Malenko up the second. Corey looking to the outside. Maybe getting a 2-for-1 special. Corey around the outside. Can he get the power down on the exit? And Corey will clear Malenko. Up the second goes the 18 car. This time around will be 5 laps to go. In the Renee 250 here at Atlanta. Here comes the 10. Now with a legal pit entry, serving a drive-thru. Corey with a huge slipstream off the 51 car. All over the back bumper now. It's crunch time. 5 to go. Corey to the inside of the 51 looking for the race lead. Still side by side, Dan fighting hard on the outside. Corey will clear him with 4 to go. The 10 is down and away. Back up front. This time will be 3 laps to go. Corey's got the advantage over Dan. Malenko Mafia going hard for the 3rd position. No more cautions. This either goes or it doesn't for these drivers. Dan hits the apron. And that just adds to the advantage Corey has now. Diving to the inside is Mafia. Prattman and Malenko blocking heavy behind them. Now 3 wide for 3rd. Mafia to the middle. Malenko and Mafia make contact. Mafia's into the wall. And everybody hangs tough. Mafia falls back to the 5th position, but is still in contention for that position. We'll be coming around to 1 lap to go, and it's all about that 18 of Corey. And Malenko and Mafia making more contact. Taking each other up the track, and Mafia puts the 23 in the water. Yeah. Prattman now in 3rd. Mafia looking for that spot. Pushing the 98 down the back. Not able to do much. Into 3 and 4 we go. And off of turn number 4, the 18 of Corey is going to win the Renee 250 here for the Veedverks Bandit Series. 2nd race of the season. Dan with 2nd, Pratt 3rd, Warfare 4th, Malenko 5th, Controller 6th, Miz 7th, Spoob 8th, Devin 9th, Bud rounds out your top 10. Alright. So how about that? Your race winner had the 3rd fastest lap this time around. Last race, the race winner had the 18th fastest lap in the truck race earlier this evening. So we'll be getting post-race interviews in the next few moments. We'll get everybody set up, make sure everybody has their party audio set to share. This is only for the top 3. And trying to see if we'll be joined by Corey. Yeah, Dan and Pratt. All right, there we go. We have the top 3 in here. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll be joined by our 3rd place finisher, Pratt. Man, hard fought race with you all day. It was a tough race. There's a lot of competitive cars. Go ahead and tell me about like the level of competition there was between you and the rest of the front runners throughout the race.
Well, Emerson, there's no doubt that the competition level was going to be super high and competitive after that truck race, which was an incredible race all in itself. But yeah, the 98 Stewart Haas Ford was definitely capable of running up front. We had a lot of speed and a lot of great battles, and you know, it was a game of saving your tires and knowing when to really push it. And luckily, we just always kind of found ourselves in the right spot for a good finish.
Go ahead and tell me how that 3rd stage had went, especially with the extended caution period during pit stops. How were you affected, if you were, by that caution period?
Well, it was a little confusing at first. Corey and I were running 1-2 when the flag actually came out, so we hadn't actually pitted yet, and it didn't really hurt us or help us in any real way. It was just you just had to pick the right line and know when to really go for it, man. It was tough, definitely tough.
And then, this doesn't directly pertain to you, but right around you there at the end, you saw a lot of dueling between the 2 and the 23. Do you have any comments on that?
Yeah. I know the 23 threw a few blocks on him. He didn't need to throw the blocks because the 2 was a lap down. I mean, at the same time, 2 didn't have to be up there, so I was just lucky to not be on the receiving end of anything there and squeaked on through.
Looks like you drove a hard and clean race and well-deserved podium finish here for the Veedverks Bandit Series Renee 250. Congratulations on that. If you're joining us tomorrow, then good luck to you tomorrow.
Thank you, Emerson. It's truly an honor to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now we're joined by our 2nd place finisher, driver to 51, Dan. You had it, and then you didn't. What happened there at the end?
The 18 just had more speed. Like, his car was so good when it came to the late run. My car started to fade. I started getting tighter because I made my car like super tight at the beginning of the run, and then it would loosen up, and then it would just become tight again at the end.
Go ahead and tell me about the level of competition from your point of view. This race as well. You were up there in the mix a little bit, but there was just so many fast cars this race.
There was. At the beginning of the race, I basically penalized myself and put myself in the rear on purpose just so I could see how everybody was going to run, how the race was going to go. And I just rode back there for the first 2 stages. Then I found myself up front.
You have any comments on the long caution period? You did come out as the leader out of that caution, but just the situation it happened in where I guess you were helped, but was there a way that
really helped? I was kind of hoping the cautions wouldn't come out because I was going to make it on 2 stops. Guaranteed 2 stops. Everybody else was going to have to make it on 3 because they were pushing so much harder than I was.
I don't know. Was there anything different you could have done to fend off the 18?
No, there was nothing I could do. He definitely had the best car at the end of the race. Best car actually won.
Well, you like to hear that. Congratulations on your podium finish. It was a hard-fought 2nd place finish as well.
Definitely was.
If you're racing tomorrow, good luck to you tomorrow. It'd be fun to see what you can do the Cup cars?
I'll definitely be here trying to double up 2 wins in a row in the Cup Series.
Oh, that's right. You are coming off the Daytona win. Almost forgot about that.
We'll see
Yeah,
if I
you'll
can
have a
pull
lot
it
of
off.
pressure on you heading into tomorrow, but should be fun to watch you tomorrow. Good luck
Yep.
there.
Thank you.
All right, and now we're joined by our race winner, driver of the 18. So we start again, Corey. Corey.
Yeah.
All right. You're just a lot of static on the mic, but I got you that time. Go ahead and tell me about like how. I guess I'll ask the same question to all three of you. How was the level of competition this race? There was a lot of fast cars up there, a lot of good cars you had to beat in being able to pull this one off.
Yeah, there was a lot of fast cars up there and a lot of questionable cars that shouldn't have been up there. Kind of ruined it a lot, but it was fun. Competition was really tough.
You were here for both the truck race and the Xfinity race here. Just the massive field sizes. Were you worried would that really play into affected either of these races tonight?
I don't think so. There's one reason that I started dead last, so I think we finished 1-2 and started 15th and 16th.
So where'd you get the extra 50 horsepower there at the end of stage 3?
It's a Joe Gibbs car. That's all I can say about that.
It's fun to watch you. I don't know what were your thoughts on the extended caution period there with the caution coming out during pit cycles?
That's just a really hard time for a caution to come out for any admin to try to keep control of.
Oh yeah, definitely feel for Spoob on that one, but I think he made a good call to go back and just go with the race and then review it later. Ooh. I don't know what to say. I mean, you just kind of came out of nowhere there at the end. You blew by Dan. Did you know you were going to be able to just take over the race lead there at the end?
No, I didn't think I'd catch back up to them. I figured they'd be farther ahead than that.
So it's just positioning yourself heading into that last round of pit stops that really helped you get the advantage there?
Apparently. The little fresher tires. That's all I needed.
Yep. Well, congratulations on the win. Surely this is not going to be the only time I talk to you this season. If last season was any proof of that. If we're going to see you tomorrow, then good luck to you tomorrow in the Cup race.
Alright, thank you and good job tonight.
Thank you. Alright, so that's going to wrap it up here for the Veedverks Bandit series here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, the Renee 250. It was a fun one. Out of our doubleheader tonight, our first caution of the evening came in the middle of stage 2. So it was really hats off to all 21 drivers who showed up tonight and the 16 drivers who started the Bandit series race here for really great and clean racing for most of the evening. The unfortunate circumstances of the caution coming out in the middle of pit cycle kind of put a damper on the race, but it was still a fun race to the end. As always, it's either a tight battle to the end or pit strategy to the end, and this league never fails to disappoint. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night for the Veedverks Cup Outlaw Series race here at Atlanta, the Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500 here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. It'll be a fun one, good 162 laps of racing, and you don't want to miss it. Make sure you go to Veedverks.com and use promo code VCOS for discounts on CBD-based products and needs, and check out their huge discounts on vaping products through November 10th. So, that's all I've got for y'all tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed. Yeah, y'all stay safe. We'll see y'all tomorrow night.